Vision with me, Hayley Dean. We're now at the last day of the Cambridge Folk Festival 2012. Once again, it's been an amazing weekend. Everyone's had great fun. We've had plenty of workshops, activities, and of course, non-stop music all weekend. If you want to be here next year, tickets will be on sale from Monday the 30th of July, so make sure that you buy yours. Lovely time here at the Cambridge Folk Festival. You performed in the Den last year and now you're in the club tent. How does it feel to be in a different venue this year?
It feels lovely. Feels nice to be back. And this time I'm here with, there's two ladies behind me, Siobhan and Laura, and there'll be another girl joining us, Jen. So there's a little sisterhood on the stage. It's good to take your friends along. And it feels nice to have a bigger stage, and we'll have more people because it's raining, so it's all good.
And how is this year's performance going to be different for you from last year's? Have you got, you've got a new album out, so you've got new songs to sing and that sort of thing. How's it going to be different?
A lot of the songs that I sung last year will be played again. Obviously, it'll be a bit different arrangement-wise. Last year I was lucky because Admiral Fallow were about, so I got to sing. Louis came and sung one of the songs with me. And the album isn't out quite yet. It's in September, so we're sort of just building up to it. So it's all been a sort of run up. So it's really useful that you get to return to a place like this and just get more, because it was a lovely performance last year. Like, it felt really good and people really enjoyed it. So hopefully this year it'll be similar.
Joined now by Jade, who's the Cambridge Folk Festival's Green Ambassador. Do you want to start just by telling us what exactly your job entails?
Yeah, so I've been monitoring all of our activities on site to check that we're meeting our sustainability objectives. So things like the recycling and making sure we're doing plenty of that, and checking lighting to see whether there's anything being left on unnecessarily and getting that switched off. And I've also been checking on the wildlife to mitigate the fact that we've got the Sky Lounge here this year.
Do you want to just reassure people, because there's been a lot of, people are slightly concerned about the big stage and if it's going to upset the wildlife, how you've been making sure that everything is intact?
Yeah, so we were concerned because this is starting to move into our wildlife area, having the stage here. There was a lot of concern. So I've been working with Guy Belcher at the council, who looks after all the wildlife and environmental issues within the council. And we've been monitoring the behaviour of the ducks, the birds and the bats before the festival. And then I've been doing it on an evening as well to check the bats are behaving in the same way as they usually would, and they are. They're very happy. They're even feeding in the green light that the Sky Lounge are using, and doing lots of feeding going on, so it's all good.
Cool. And is there anything else that other people can do to just help make your job that little bit easier?
It's always good if we get some information about what's going on site, so feeding information to us, saying, oh, I've seen we could be doing more recycling here, or are the birds happy there? But also just keeping up on all those practices, making sure people are segregating their waste properly and stuff like that always helps a lot, yeah.
Well, your job definitely isn't going unnoticed. People have said to us that everywhere looks really clean, and as I said before, there's always people here feeding the ducks, knowing they're very happy. So you're doing a great job, and thank you for chatting to us and reassuring everyone that the Sky Art stage has not had any impact on the wildlife in any way. So thank you for chatting to us. Yeah. And what's been your festival highlight?
Well, actually, I'm still waiting for Lorena McKenna, which is going to be my highlight. I've been waiting to see her live for about, 20 odd years now, since I last heard her. So I'm still waiting for my highlight, let's face it.
A couple of things. Seth Lakeman was fantastic, and Treacherous Orchestra were brilliant.
The Destroyers were funny.
Four Men and a Dog, they're amazing. They're like, everyone that watches them is just like completely changed. Even though they're really traditional, like, it doesn't matter who's watching them, it was absolutely incredible.
It's been like amazing because I've been coming ever since I was a little baby, so it's been like really good and exciting.
And what about you? Is that the same for you?
No, I've only been here twice and it's amazing.
Cool, so here now with Phil outside the Den. Phil's in charge of running the Den, really, aren't you? The venue. How has the Den been going this year?
Absolutely brilliant. Well, it was until it rained about an hour ago and everything just got totally soaked. We made this massive panic to try and get all the stuff under cover. But it's all been good. Yeah, with some great music. We also do an open stage, 12 till 2, and we've had some really brilliant artists. In fact, there's a couple of artists who we thought were so good we're going to book for shows in Cambridge throughout the rest of the year.
So who's been your highlight this year performing in the Den? Who are the ones to watch this year in the Den that you've seen? Maybe people from the open mic. Who's been the best?
Well, it's very difficult for me to say who's my favourite because the venue hasn't finished running yet. So I think it'd be a bit mean for me to say, oh, they've been the best. But attendance-wise, it's been really busy for King Charles, Jake Bugg. We also had a really good attendance for Charlene Soraya last night. And they're all great artists in their own right. And I think they're probably 3 artists who are going to do very well over the next 12 months. I mean, the whole point of the Den is to find talent which is going to progress and grow. Last year we had the Staves, and we also had Rachel Samani play here, and they've both gone on to play larger stages here, and they're doing rather well in their own right.
So now here with singer-songwriter Seth Lakeman. It's lovely to have you, and you're looking forward to your set later here at the Cambridge Folk Festival?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. It started raining, so hopefully we'll drag some more people into the tent because it's sheltered. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a packed tent.
Yeah, we were going to ask because the element of water seems to feature a couple of times in a few of your songs. Is this something that you brought with you? You brought the rain just to add a little bit to your set?
Brought the Dartmoor weather, yeah, the moody skies. No, not on purpose, but it might be following us around because, last night we played a festival and exactly the same happened. So it's bizarre, really. Every time we sort of play, the sky's open. But no, hopefully it's going to pass and the sun will come out, people start smiling and jumping around.
You've been to the Cambridge Folk Festival before, haven't you, a couple of times. What is it that makes you want to come back here and perform here? Why do you like performing at the Cambridge Folk Festival?
Yeah, I first performed here when I was 17. It's a long time ago. 15 or more years ago. It's a long time. And yeah, I think I must have played here about 8 or 9 times. I just love coming here. It's a great celebration of music. Eddie, the guy who books it, always brings in some brilliant acts, international acts as well. So, no, it's always a pleasure to be part of.
Do you think the festival's evolved much then? You said you've been here many years ago. Have you seen it kind of grow and develop? Are there any really significant changes or bigger crowds? Stay the same?
Same 10.
Same 10. No, it's funny you should say that because we've spoken to a couple of people who've said, you know what, it's pretty much the same. It just seems to get even better every year.
Yeah, I think they're consistent with the site, so they stick with it, which makes sense, I guess. Why would you change it?
How are the levels? Oh!